Hello there.
Okay guys, we have some huge leaks for Godzilla Kong Supernova coming once again from 4chan. We don't know how real these leaks are, but nonetheless we are going to cover them, and they do implicate some huge stuff for the villain of Godzilla Kong Supernova. And we are hearing these leaks that are starting to say the same things over and over again. Why it does sound like a ridiculous plot in some ways, it sounds just ridiculous enough to be true. We're going to discuss it in this video. We're going to discuss what I think about it. If you guys enjoy this kind of content, consider subscribing, and let's get into it.
The Atomic Fair.
Okay, so before I get into this, I just want to touch on something real quick. I'm going to make a longer video discussing this in the next week or so. I'm not trying to delve into YouTube drama, okay? This isn't that serious to me. I love Godzilla, but not seriously enough to go and fight over what I think is real and not real, guys. If you don't want to believe something I think is real, you can put it in the comments or whatever. I'm not going to go that deep into this, but I do want to clarify something. I'm not a leaker. Like, I don't have sources that come to me with information about movies. When I cover a leak, it is because I found it on the internet. So these are like public sources that are in forums or on 4chan or on Reddit or on X or somewhere, but it's not because somebody has reached out to me. While I appreciate that people think I have that much notoriety, that I'm like a source or I have sources, my sources are usually just public forums on the internet. There was one rare case with Jurassic World Rebirth where somebody named Patrick James, who seemed to have seen some test screenings, even a lot of the stuff he said lined up with what we ended up seeing in the film. He was commenting on my videos and I covered those, but he was commenting publicly on my videos. As it stands now, I don't have anybody reaching out and giving me information about movies, and when I do, I will let you guys know. I would love for that day to come. I would love to be like an exclusive scooper and leaker. It's one of my biggest passions. I love talking about potential scoops for movies and getting kind of that hype built up around the film, but I'm not at that point yet. So going into this video though, I want to stick to the subject at hand. We are talking about the Godzilla Kong Supernova leaks that came from 4chan. Now, right off the bat, this is what makes me think this could possibly be real before I get into the dissent of why I think it could be fake after I cover the leak. This leak was deleted from 4chan. You cannot find this leak on 4chan right now. You actually have to take screenshots from a YouTube video of somebody who covered it. That's what I did, but they are not currently on 4chan. They were removed, and the plot just sounds ridiculous enough to be real. So, spoiler alert, guys, if you didn't like Godzilla Kong the New Empire, you're not gonna like this either. Depending on how seriously it is executed, though, that could change things. So, spoilers for the upcoming Godzilla Kong Supernova. Monarch intercepts a distress signal coming from the moon's interior, leading to the revelation that it's actually hollow and working as a satellite. The big bad is yet again an original Titan, but takes great inspiration from Space Godzilla. The Titan sensed the upcoming space monster and the moon's signal, and another mass awakening event occurs. So that would tie heavily into stuff that we have already been seeing in the trailers. And this is another thing that makes me think that this is real. Further on in this leak, and I'm going to discuss this in another video, but it says that Trapper has a lot of influence at Monarch and that he's even created his own Monarch medical team. Well, that is what we're seeing so far in Godzilla Kong Supernova. That seems to be what we are already seeing, and we even have a logo here based off a Titan emergency response team with a logo that kind of looks like G-Force. But I'm going to break into in another video exactly why I think this leak is definitely real, and it does have to do with Trapper, it does have to do with Monarch, and it does have to do with a Monarch medical team that he is building, and I can prove to you guys that this is real and that this is happening in the movie. So I'm going to cover that tomorrow. I'm going to cover that in another video. Stay tuned for that. But beyond that, the idea of them having a moon base that is hollowed out and is actually a distress signal for this cosmic Titan, man, that just sounds so much like a legendary plot, and that really ties into leaks going back a couple weeks ago on 4chan that also said the climax of this movie was going to see Godzilla going to the moon to fight the cosmic villain of the film. Lots of new information in this video for you guys to digest. Comment down below. Let me know what you think. Do you think it's real? Do you think it's nonsense? Whether the leak is real or not, I'm here to cover. That's what I'm here to do. A lot of other channels won't do this stuff, man. They won't make bold opinions. They won't dive into leaks. They call everything fake, and they just have like a self-righteous energy where they refuse to cover it. We don't do that on this channel. We have fun. We talk about leaks. We talk about what could potentially happen, and I'm going to continue to do that and provide that outlet for you guys. So I hope you enjoy this stuff. I hope you enjoy this video. Until the next one, be safe and stay well. Bye-bye.